Welcome, I'm Chase with Alltech Solar. This is
Ken.
Alltech Solar as well. Really what we want to accomplish here is a little series where we sit down with you and provide information. Get to know you a little better, you get to know us a little bit better, and we try and help people, prospective customers here in San Diego, or
talking to the mic.
Or anywhere in the country. We want to consult with you. We want to help you make a better informed decision as you look into going solar. Whether it's solar, batteries, roofing, that kind of thing. We want to be informative and help you.
And that's our goal here today, as Chase is saying, so that whether you use us or not, use us at a minimum to be a resource for knowledge.
Yep, we want to inform people, so
how this thing really works.
Yeah, we're gonna take a deep dive into the process, the actual install, products, you name it. We're gonna go into it and really just be a resource, be helpful.
And you're from more the side of owner installer.
Yeah, so we want that contrast. We want to have kind of separate perspectives so that we can help you better. So like Ken said, I'm going to be coming from the perspective of an installer. I've been installing for over 12 years now. I'm co-owner of Alltech, so I'm going to come from that perspective, and Ken's going to be kind of on the side of the homeowner, salesman, who's looking to understand, asking those questions that you may have, and I'm going to try and best help
give the technical, and I'm the, hey, how does this really work? Wait, what?
Maybe sometimes we have to dumb it down, and that way, because sometimes...
Or dumb it up.
Yeah, sometimes I can get way too technical, and I have to explain it, over and over again because it goes over people's heads.
And over.
Yeah, but we just want to be that resource. So today, we want to just go into who Alltech is, why even care about us, what's our history in the industry, why are we the go-to for this information in the first place.
And in San Diego, what's important about Alltech, what makes Alltech a little different, because we're not Tesla.
No, we're not a huge company. We're a small family-run operation, but we've been in business for over 25 years. It was started by my father, Fred. He was in the Navy, became a contractor, and I think you love to say this, but in solar, nobody's been doing solar for 25 years.
If anybody tells you that they've been doing solar for like 37 years, they're lying.
Yeah, so our business dates back to 1995, but we've only been doing solar since 2008. And that's very similar with anybody that's been in our market for a long time. They maybe started in the 2003, 2005, that kind of range, maybe a little earlier than us. But
that's a lot of experience in this industry. Coming from Detroit originally, well, my mother originally. It's not like the auto industry. We're like, we've been building cars for 100 years. You just don't get that. But when did you start doing solar?
So, like I said, Fred started in solar in 2008. I started with him in 2009. I was still a senior in high school doing installs with him on the weekends. As I went to college, I was working part-time for him doing installs. So I was in the field, and that's how I got started. I was 17, 18 years old doing installs, and here I am now, kind of moved up and
literally.
Yeah.
So what is, so people know, what's something they should look for in a company? Like, what are our qualifications?
Well, so I think you tend to direct people to the CSLB, the Contractor State Licensing Board.
Here in California, that's a place to check out companies to see how long they've been in business, what licenses they carry, are they legal? Is it not just Pete in a pickup, Chuck in a truck?
Yeah.
Well, how do you know they're who they say they are?
And from the beginning, Fred always told me, he liked the solar industry because you couldn't be Joe in the pickup truck because for Pete in the pickup truck. Pete in the pickup truck. So because you have to pull permits, you have to interact with the utility. So for us, SDG&E, and there is this
San Diego Gas and Electric
triangulation of bureaucracy that we have to go through. So you can't just be that guy that pulls up.
So
and
you can't just show up
does it unpermitted.
Show up to a
can't.
kitchen and start doing work.
Yeah, there's other trades that you can get away with that kind of stuff. For us, you cannot. There's no way around it.
So what licenses do we have?
So we have 4 licenses. We have a B general contractor's license. We have a C10.
So hold on. A B general license means.
So we could essentially build a house. We could do anything.
But we don't.
Yeah, that's not what we do right now. Fred had different businesses before getting into solar, but right now our lane is solar. Energy. EV charging. Electric upgrades.
So that is a C10.
So then we also have a C10 electrical.
Okay.
And then we have a C46, which is specific for solar. And then the last one that again we don't use is a C22. For mechanical, so heating and air. We're qualified to do kind of everything, but we stay in our lane for solar.
And what that means for you people out there here in California is that we do our own installs. We're not, some companies not that this is evil, some companies no. We've actually...
Yeah, we have contractor relationships where we are asked to be the subcontractor. We are physically doing the install. We primarily like to do everything in-house. So sales, management, install, procurement, everything is done in-house. That's 95+% of our business is just our projects.
You're dealing with Alltech.
The whole time. Everyone that you're dealing with, from start to finish is an Alltech employee. Whereas, like I said, the contractor relationships, you're hiring a general contractor, they're subcontracting it to us, they happen to know us, and so then, when it comes time for day of install, Alltech Solar rolls up and they're like, well, who's this?
Who's this guy? Who's up on my roof? So this is how you as a consumer, one of the ways to learn to protect yourself against people out there so that you know who you're dealing with. And that's ironically how we met.
Yeah. We were working, Alltech was a subcontractor for the prior contractor that Ken sold for.
Right.
So that's how we know each other and how this came to be.
And I was like, oh, you guys are the installers? Like, this is my perspective. You don't know a lot of these things. Some people do, some people don't. But the whole
Some people don't care.
Some people don't care. Trust me, they don't. Some people don't. But that's part of what we want to do with this series is go, here's step by step how a lot of these things work, what to look for. Nobody's perfect. Nobody does everything right every time. But here's ways
including us. We're not perfect all the time. We try our best to do the best we possibly can, top to bottom. I mean, but
we're just
everyone has flaws. Sometimes things happen, but
and we're out like you all out there. We're just out there trying to work every day, make a living, do a good job because we know this is the sales side. If we do a good job for you, you'll probably refer us, and that's our bread and butter because we're not Tesla.
Right.
We're not General Motors. We don't have that kind of marketing fund, which we need to talk about.
We're not the name brand that you're going to see plastered around town, but we are a solid company with good reputation in our industry. You look us up online, we have good reviews. We've been doing it for a really long time. We have expertise in what we're actually doing. Whereas, you can hire a general contractor that says they do solar, whereas they don't. They sell it and walk away. They hand it off to us and we do our thing because we know how to do it best.
Right.
So, getting back to the company, Fred started it. Back in 2008, I started installing 2009. Then in 2015, I made an agreement with Fred to where I was going to be taking over the company. Fred is still a part of the company, but I've been managing it day to day since 2015. So I'm second generation owner. It's family run. So you got me, you got Fred in the background, and then our office manager is my aunt Pam. Who is Fred's sister, so really we're a family-run business. My brother used to install for us, so it's.
We have other employees, and and the goal once again is to use us as a resource, know who you're dealing with, and that's part of the reason I'm here is because of him, and what the overall goal of trying to do a good job for everybody, and grow the business. And solar is a growing business, and as you said, solar, batteries, roofing, a lot of these things that we can help people with.
Yeah, I think we just want to kind of peel back some of the layers of what we do in our industry and be transparent so that you can see what we do and what we have to offer, and then hopefully we're a trusted resource to where you contact us, whether you're here in San Diego or not, or you're maybe an existing customer of ours and you want some additional services, or maybe you didn't get to know us as well as you would have hoped, and you get to know us better, and then you can contact us for additional services that we're starting to offer.
How does this work? How does this panel work? That's what we're here for. Once again, to give you the best answers we can. He's more technical. I'm more of the, hey, wait a minute, how does this really work? Because as a homeowner, you don't know these things sometimes. You just, I don't know, how does this really work? So our job is hopefully to give you that information once again, to then make the best decision and choose Alltech.
But you, as the prospective customer, are going to interact with Ken first. So if he's asking the questions that you're asking, and he's getting it straight from the horse's mouth, and we're actually in field, going over things, and he knows exactly how things work, that's going to, better help you make a decision. So,
and hopefully to choose Alltech, and we are in other states, we are in other places, we can help you with that. So don't hesitate to call us. Contact us, email us for any questions you might have.
Yeah.
And as this goes on,
yeah,
we're gonna get in, as Chase said, we're gonna get into how batteries work, the differences, solar panels, how they work.
Yeah.
All this information, we're gonna post it to our YouTube page. Like a lot of people, it's free information for you. Take it for what you can. If we can help, great.
Yeah. Contact us today, whenever after watching one of our videos, and thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.